Turning now to the homeless crisis across our area and state. Happening today in Sacramento, the city's Department of Community Response is expected to visit a homeless encampment that residents have raised concern about for months now.
We're talking about the camp between Leland Stanford Park and Planned Parenthood, which is north of Sacramento's Midtown. That's where we find ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo. So, Bridget, the crews will be out there shortly. What are they going to be doing with this homeless encampment?
Yeah, good morning, Walt and Abril. We are at the intersection of B and 28th Street in Sacramento, right near Midtown, where the city says they've been coming out for weeks now trying to educate people about the different ordinances, such as the sidewalk camping ban that these folks, they say, are violating. They are going to be coming out here, but we are speaking with people who are living in these encampments who say they were given a notice just days ago to pack up their things and leave, but they don't know where they're going to be going to, and this has happened time and time again. So I want to bring in Antonio Compton. He's been homeless since December. Tell me about the flyer you received on your tent and just how you feel.
I believe it was Friday or Saturday. We were came to tent with a flyer, a green flyer stuck to our tent saying that we needed to move or we needed to vacate by Wednesday morning. By this morning. That was the only notice we had, like 4 days or 5 days or something like that, that we had to pick up all our belongings and go somewhere. Weren't provided an alternate, another place. Only thing we were asked if we would be willing to go live in by Miller Park, where they have other tents that I guess their funding was able to purchase some tents and a couple bins. And
what's the concern you have about that location?
Well, it's just, it's in a I don't know, it's some of us may work on this side of town or that side of town, and it's just, it's just another, really I kind of take it as they want to put us in another jail where they can control us and control the population and dictate when we go and come and how much we can have, like they say, our essentials to live, like basically a backpack, a toothbrush, and some underwear, or whatever can fit in the backpack or inside of a tent. They deem essential. Everything else we need to throw away or donate or whatever else, and a lot of us, we work for that stuff, and however we acquire it, it's ours, and it's our belongings, and I just feel it's not right.
The city will say there is an ordinance on the books, a sidewalk camping bans. They say you can't be doing this. What do you say to that, and what would you like the city to do to provide more resources to you?
Well, provide more resources for one, but also at least give us an alternate, ulterior, a different option besides just saying that we need to go somewhere and and just give us a couple of days to do so. It's one thing to find a place to live. I mean, I'm sure, a lot of people have been moved or had to move for whatever reason, a fire or something like that. This isn't a disaster that happened to making us move, but, they're just making us move as if it was a fire or a disaster, and it's really not. And we should be provided a little more time than that to make this kind of decisions with our property, our life.
And you feel like you weren't giving ample time, you don't have places to go, and you said this has happened many times for you, and you said you're applying for jobs and it just hasn't worked out yet. Is that right?
It just hasn't worked out as I thought it would. No excuses. I'm still trying. I'm still striving to be I'm still not trying, but I still am a part of the community. I still am law-abiding citizen. I don't break any laws, and I'm still trying, giving my all to bring myself out of this situation. It's just I feel like it's it's kind of it's kind of worked it, rigged against certain people.
And it's frustrating, for sure.
Absolutely frustrating.
I really appreciate you speaking with us. It's important to get your message out there about what's happening in our communities. Well, we're going to be out here, and we're going to be bringing the viewers what's happening out here.
Yeah, shout out to a lot of people in the community. They come out and bring us food. They help bring us water when it was hot. The church here, they also looked out for us with water and stuff like that. We thank you, and we appreciate it all. And basically if we could just get a compromise with the city before we can, maybe fix the problem, our issue here, or wherever else, give us another option besides putting us in a shelter or somewhere where you can dictate our lives.
Thank you very much, Antonio. We'll be following the story closely. So you heard it there from Antonio, Bria, and Walt, and we're going to be out here bringing it to you and see what the city does about removing these homeless encampments happening this morning. Walt?
So difficult, but it's good to hear Antonio's side of the story. Well, all the voices need to be heard in this. All right, that is Bridget Biorlo in downtown. Thank you, Bridget.